This is a movie.
Keep repeating. It's only a movie. Only a movie. Only a movie.
I love movies. Gosh, I love movies.
Listen to the Matt and Mark Movie Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Matt and Mark Movie Show. Reminder to everybody, you don't need me to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's Billy fucking Zane-uary. It's Billy Zane-uary. It's our first themed month on the show. If you're new to the show, we've been reviewing Billy Zane movies only all month long, and we're going to continue that streak this week with Dead Calm from 1989. So if you do want to check out Dead Calm, even if you haven't seen it, you want to go check it out, it's playing on the Criterion channel. You can stream it, or you can just rent it. And if you want to watch, definitely I would say for this one in particular, you want to watch the movie before you hear this episode. I would just probably throw that out there. And joining us, we have our first guest ever for Billy Zane-uary. It's friend of the show, Tommy Nuggetz. Tommy, welcome to our Billy Zane-uary spectacular.
Oh, thank you. That's Zane-tastic. I'm glad to be here. It's funny. I will say, so you guys are pretty big Billy Zane fans. Like, he's a pretty high cult.
I think we're becoming Billy Zane fans.
So,
I don't think we were fans before. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mark. But it feels like through this stunt, we're becoming fans.
Well,
right?
you know what? I think in the back of our minds, we were fans of Billy Zane because I feel as though we liked a lot of his stuff. We just never hyper focused on it.
Yes.
Well, he's one of those guys. He's got this cult status that's like pretty unattainable by most, and only a few people have it that like aren't really big stars, but people talk about him a lot. And like, I think of Tom Atkins as one in horror. He's got that triple OG cult level status. Chuck Norris obviously is one to everybody, but I've never fully like understood why with Billy Zane, but I like him too. I like the movies that he's in. He's always a dick in the movies. So it's hard to be like I'm a hero guy. So like, I'm like, I love Sylvester Stallone and Van Damme, and cause they always play the fucking hero, but Billy Zane's just always a dick.
But he's got a ton of variety. I mean, think about it. He's been in Titanic. He's been in some like small stuff. He's been a superhero.
Yeah.
So I feel as though he can get any fan because he's in so many different genres.
Yes, and we have tracked now. We've had one heroic Billy Zane role, and then last week we had a villainous Billy Zane role, and this week we have another villainous role, but I would argue it's the first time in this month that we've actually been afraid of Billy Zane. Because I think we were having fun with him in Demon Knight, and I think this week it's a little different where he comes across real world scary. I think.
He's creepy.
As the wigs diminish, so does his power as a villain.
Yes, totally. Because, dude, thank you, because this is also our first Billy Zane movie where he has real hair. He's not wigged. He's not bald. This is
he channeled into the rage of the receding hairline.
That's right. Dude, despite all his rage, he's still just a wig in the briefcase. You know what I mean?
He's still just a wig in the cage.
That's right. Still just and as we do each week, Tommy, I don't know if you've been keeping up with our Billy Zane episodes, but each week I reveal one Billy Zane trivia to Mark to help us get educated. You hit on something. You were like, why Billy Zane? That's what this series is all about. Why Billy Zane? We don't know. We're trying to lock down the mystique of the man. Mark, This week I've got a real humdinger for you.
Ooh.
Would you believe, this is 100% not planned. This is not, when we came up with the idea for this was not part of it. I just discovered this today, and it was so good I had to bring it up. Dude, next Monday, as we record this, it's February 17th. Next Monday, February 24th, happens to be Billy Zane's fucking birthday.
Oh, wow.
The month of February actually is and has always been Billy Zane-uary.
Zane-uary.
Yeah, this is no new thing. He's gonna hear about your episodes and be like, I already knew that, but thanks for noticing, fellas.
He just
So
mails us a human shit.
Yeah.
So I guess the
Why don't you
question
put
is,
this on your episode?
what are we gonna do for Billy's birthday next week? Think about that, Mark, in the back of your head. How are we gonna honor him?
You guys already covered my favorite role of his, and honestly, when I saw that you did it, I was like, first I was like, fuck yeah, that movie's awesome, and then I was like, there go Rex for next week. And that was Demon Knight. I love him in Demon Knight. He's so good in that.
Oh man, that was a fucking blast.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
We should
That
all
movie's
wore
fun.
wigs. What the fuck is wrong with us?
Yes, I know.
The whole month we
Damn.
I
should
got a
be wearing
hat.
wigs.
I got a wool wig right now. That kind of counts for something.
So there you go. It's
I got a
Billy
chin
Zane-uary
wig.
for real. Whether you're wigged, bald, real hair, losing hair, it's Billy Zane-uary for everybody. So as I said, this week we're going to be reviewing Dead Calm from 1989. But first, we got to do a little housekeeping.
Housekeeping, you want men for pillow?
Please go away. Let me sleep for the love of God.
Hey, follow us on the socials at the Matt Mark Movie Show on Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. The link to our YouTube is in the show notes. Please like and subscribe there. We are putting up basically every episode. So if you want to watch this episode, go to our YouTube channel. And also give us ratings. If you haven't given us a rating yet, wherever you pod, Spotify, Apple, whatever, remember to give us a rating. 5 stars, all the way 5 stars.
It must be 5 stars.
Must be
Even
5
if it's
stars.
lies.
Don't rate if you're going below 5.
That's
Just
right.
stay
You
off the
can
rating.
talk whatever smack you want in the review, but the 5 stars are mandatory.
Yeah. That's the prerequisite.
The 5
Get
is
you in.
mandatory. Billy Zane-uary officially back in session this week with Dead Calm, directed by Philip Noyce. Mark Mark
That's
sent that
Noyce.
text last night, and I laughed my ass off. Philip Noyce, interesting guy, interesting filmography. Patriot Games was kind of how I first, I think it's maybe the first thing I ever saw this guy make. But he also made a movie I liked quite a bit in the 90s called The Saint with Val Kilmer.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that movie's
Elizabeth
I really
Shue.
liked that movie a lot.
that
Yeah,
movie's so
I love Elizabeth
entertaining.
Shue. Dude, it's
Yeah.
really good. And I remember, that was one of those random movies I liked so much in the 90s, I bought the soundtrack. I remember going to Circuit City and buying the Saint soundtrack.
City, wow.
Circuit City, dude.
What's cool about the Saint is before the Bourne franchise and even before the Mission Impossibles, the Saint was like the first non-Bond type movie, and like Val Kilmer's awesome in it. And yeah, when that came out, I had a mad crush on Elizabeth Shue, so I definitely
Dude.
caught that early. Don't have it now though.
Yeah, it's one of those I rewatched on streaming a couple years, maybe even during the pandemic, and I was like, I remember loving this movie, and I put it on, it was fine. Yeah, I don't think it's aged well. It hasn't aged well. But I'll tell you what Philip Noyce movie has aged well, because the first time I saw it, I didn't like it, and I watched it again recently, and I was like, that's pretty goddamn entertaining. Was Salt with Angelina Jolie, where she's
shit.
out there throwing guys around and shit. That's pretty
Dude,
fucking
they
entertaining.
shot that in my neighborhood in New York.
Did they
Where she's
really?
climbing the buildings.
Yes.
That's my old hood. Yeah.
Salt.
I have not seen that since it came out, so I'll have to give it another
Dude, the disguise
rewatch.
was Mangelina Jolie is one of the most
Mangelina
amazing
Jolie.
scenes.
Yes, Mangelina Jolie. Dude, that guy loves disguises because The Saint is full of disguises. That's a disguise
You know what
movie,
movie
dude.
I like that he did? Do you guys like The Bone Collector? He also did that.
Bone Collector is
Oh,
good.
Shit,
With
Yes.
Denzel and
Yes.
Angelina.
That's one of
Again?
those old new ones. It's new to me, but it's an old movie, and I just watched for the first time recently, and it's fucking good.
And it's what's cool about The Bone Collector, it's got an old school feel to it. Like it feels
Yes.
like an old noir style mystery. And the book that Denzel references as he's cracking this case is like an old mystery novel. And it feels like that book the
Yes.
movie
that's cool.
does. So it's pretty good. It's
Yeah,
underrated.
and
for sure.
surprisingly gruesome for a studio movie like that.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
goes there. It goes there. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so Philip Noyce bursts onto the scene with Dead Calm. We should say this stars Sam Neill. Fucking love Sam Neill, dude. You know we love Sam
He's
Neill on this
awesome.
show. Sorry about the balls.
Dude, he needs a month.
Dude,
Sam Neill needs a month.
Sam Neill does need a fucking month. Although, you know what I'm tell you, dude? Every time if I see this motherfucker, he always wears the same shit. Every time I see him in a blue collar shirt, I'm like, there's Dr. Alan Grant. There he is.
Yeah.
In this movie, it's Alan Grant. He's even wearing the same shit. I'm like, is that Alan Grant? Anyway. Also co-starring Nicole Kidman, and of course, the guest of honor this month, Billy Zane. As we do, since we have a guest, we're going to turn it over to him. Tommy, usually I ask you first up what you thought of the movie, but since it's a more themed month, I'm gonna lead with this. What do you think of Billy Zane in this movie?
So honestly, I have never seen this movie before this watch to prepare for this episode. I think I used to always get it mixed up with like Cape Fear. And then when I was a kid, I watched Dead Heat a lot. So I think Dead Calm just didn't register to me as like something I knew of it. I remember seeing it while putting movies away at Best Buy many years ago, but like never had I seen it. So anyway, going into it, I watched Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight a couple weeks ago, and that's probably my favorite Billy Zane performance. But after watching Dead Calm, I think this is his best performance that I've seen. And I thought that the psycho that he played, first of all, like the movie, I thought was so efficient and like unwasteful. There was no fucking around, really no character development. They just jumped into everything. And so I felt like he did a good job portraying this super emotionally unstable psychopath without much history or reason to believe that. He just did it right as soon as he got on their boat, and he went below deck without even talking to him. It's like, this fucking guy, who the fuck's this guy? So I thought Billy Zane was really good in this, and I would say I feel like his performance in this somewhat reaffirmed my faith in you guys having a Zane-uary, because up till that point I was like, I mean, what? You mean the guy from Titanic and Back to the Future and the Phantom? And like,
you were like, he's really I love that. Tommy's like, what the fuck are they doing?
I mean,
why are they doing this?
I was like, you gotta, you guys know I'm a themed guy. Like, I'll watch a snow movie on a snowy day because I'm just a fucking dork like that. So I get it, but at the same time, I was like, I'm surprised it's not like Sam Neill, for example. I was like, man, I know these guys love Sam Neill.
Love Sam
in
Neill.
The Mouth of Madness, Event Horizon. But no,
I'm seeing a Sam Neill month come together now.
Dude, it sounds fantastic.
Like it sounds so good.
I'd come back for that, dude. I'd be down to do that too. Not to invite myself.
No, you know what though? If we do, we gotta screen Memoirs of an Invisible Man, because Mark hasn't seen that yet.
I've not.
And that would be so fun to have a first time watch for that.
I will hold off on that either. If we do that.
Hold off so we could do it for Sam Neill month, and we'll have Tommy back.
I will.
And we'll all talk Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Is that a sequel to The Invisible Man?
No, it's just an update. It's just it's just the curiosity of it is that John Carpenter made an Invisible Man movie with Chevy Chase. And
really?
Yes,
dude, that's my favorite. John Carpenter is my favorite director, and honestly, I've not seen that, so I need to.
It's John's first like most of his movies are indie movies, and he's kind of had control, even though he has big studio distributor stuff. But that was his first like gun for hire. Like they were like, hey, a big Hollywood studio wants to offer you a movie. Do you want to take it? He didn't write it, and he accepted the job. So he's got mixed feelings on it, but I won't say anything else. I do think it's definitely worth a watch.
Well, I really love In the Mouth of Madness, which was obviously Carpenter and Sam Neill working together too. So
sorry about the balls.
Sorry about the balls. Do you read Sutter Kane? That used to be my ringtone. When people still had ringtones, that used to be my ringtone at one time. You would just hear, because it was like, it had the worst fucking quality, and it would be like glass breaking, and then I'd be like, do you read Sutter Kane? People would be like, what the fuck was that?
Like the old lady behind you at the gas station is like, oh my God, this young man.
Is there an assault happening in your pocket?
Like, no, I'm just happy to see you, lady.
Yeah. I'm just saying, Sutter Kane,
But yeah, no, I thought I'm intrigued. I'll have to check that out. And I thought Sam Neill and Nicole Kidman were also great, but Billy Zane was good. He was impressive in this, and I felt like he showed a little more range than like the smarmy douchebag he usually plays in a lot of other roles. So I appreciated that. That was good.
Very cool.
By the way, did you guys notice, since Matt brought up Event Horizon, did you guys notice the parallels between Event Horizon and this movie with the audio? and like the
Yeah.
people going crazy on screen.
Yes, the thing
it's
that's
like
of course
almost, it's
Sam
literally-
Yeah,
Neill's
when you
there
watch
to
that
discover
tape,
it. Yeah.
It's like a really cool throwback almost. I don't even know if they were aware.
Yeah,
of that,
this
but
feels like the Into the Spider-Verse for that character. Like he went to he's still doomed to play out the same steps. He's just on land, on water this time on Earth.
Yeah.
It's still the
His
same shit.
younger
He's
version.
got to go to a ship that's all seemingly abandoned, loaded with dead bodies. He's gonna see the horrors for himself. There's even a bit. It felt it, dude, all throughout it, because this was my first time seeing Dead Calm. I think Tommy was your first time too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark is the only guy who's seen Dead Calm prior to this episode.
and my intro to Sam Neill. Unlike,
Wow.
I know most people it's Jurassic Park. For this one, it was
Alan
Sam Neill. I watched this in an airplane going through a thunderstorm, and it was the scariest experience
Jesus.
ever.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
I
But
can't
it was
imagine
stuck
that,
in my
dude.
mind for years.
can't
and it's
imagine that
always been
because-
one of my favorites.
I'm gonna tell you, I thought this movie was fucking fantastic, but I'm just gonna say this was one of the most stressful watches of my of my life, and I can't imagine. This was just me watching it like in the comfort of my office, right? Nice sound of air conditioning, drinks and shit. Mark's watching it in an airplane 30,000 feet in the air with a storm. I don't know. I think I would have been like, when an X-Man sees some shit and the sides of their hair goes gray, that would have been me coming off that flight.
Well, think about it this way, Matt. You go on boating trips with your in-laws, right? Dude,
Yes.
it's gonna
Watch
totally
it on your
shift
next
now.
boat trip.
Dude, this
tell
movie
them, "Hey,
made
guys."
me be like, I'm not going. I'm just not going.
Someone's gonna be swimming up to your boat in a little dinghy, and you're gonna be like, "Don't do it. Don't let them on."
Fuck
In-laws.
that.
Don't
I
do
will
it.
happily find me on shore at the Wendy's.
Yeah, I think especially when there was the scene with the storm, like that'd be pretty trippy watching that on a plane through a storm as well.
And this is during an era where no CG, they got to do all this shit for real.
So wait,
Yeah.
was this the era though where people had their own individual TVs in the seat rest, or everybody's watching the same TV?
This was when it was the big screen at the
oh my
front.
God,
Yeah.
Jesus.
And there was still the little ashtrays in the chairs and
Yep.
shit.
But
yeah.
Little Mark was sitting there smoking,
was chain
fucking
smoking.
filling up the ashtray.
Because I was a kid. I was like probably like maybe around 8 or I forgot. I was really young. But anyway, they would show shit in these
Wow.
because there would be a little warning and then be like, if you have children, don't look at the screen. But when that kid gets launched out of the car at
Don't
the
look
beginning,
forward.
dude, that scared me off of car rides forever. When that kid goes flying
Yes.
through the
Oh my
window.
God.
Hey, can we
dude.
admit though that the mom feels horribly wrecked with guilt over that, but she probably should feel a little guilty, right? That was some pretty bad driving, I think.
Yeah.
That's what I
Also,
thought.
that was
when I-
pretty bad driving.
Well, this was one of those movies where I don't know about you guys, but like every instance, every scenario that was set up, I'm always asking myself, this is one of those movies, what I would do in this situation. It made me think like, well, what the fuck would I do? A stranger comes on my boat. Okay, look, guy goes downstairs. Okay. But the same thing, even when she's in the car in the rain, I'm like, pull over. Just pull the fuck over.
Thank
pull
you.
over,
But
situate
slow down.
the
Oncoming
kid.
traffic.
Yes.
Let me just pull over in front of this
I'm like,
car.
This
dude.
dump truck, boom. That
If
looks like
this
a good
movie
place
had
to
like
park.
2 bellwethers to me, it was like the minute I saw that kid, I was like, it's gonna be brutal. And the minute I saw the dog, I was like, fuck. By the way, this was the first time, unironically, I literally was watching the movie. I saw Ben the dog on the boat, and I paused Mark, and I started laughing because I was like, if Mark could see me now. And I went to doesthedogdie.com, and I was like, I gotta know. And then it told me, and I was like, and it told me what to skip, and I was like, cool, thanks.
But
You know
the
what's
thing
funny
is,
about
it's
that,
such
too?
a great reveal. What happens to kind of like
I'm glad I
spoils
did.
that whole moment.
I'm glad I didn't.
It
see
does spoil the moment because so my wife did the same thing because as soon as I saw the dog, I warned her like, "Hey, babe, don't get too attached. This dog's not gonna make it." Like I just knew right away, and so she went to doesthedogdie.com and found out that it does, and then she also told me the movie has 17 triggering events. Like,
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what's funny? Nobody ever goes to does the kid die? It's the fucking dog. No one gives a fuck that this kid got launched out of a fucking window
Mark,
into the road.
we're people. We can make more kids, bro. We can't make
Yeah.
more dogs.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you.
okay,
Also,
there's a
There's
finite
tons of
number.
shelters, by the way.
kids are
everybody needs to adopt.
obnoxious.
There's tons of
Kids are
dogs.
fucking obnoxious, and dogs are not. That's really the truth of it. I'm sorry to tell everybody.
I mean,
Have you ever been bit by a dog?
No, but I've been bitten by a child.
Yeah.
When I tried to take him out of the park,
kids.
I was like, "Come here, Junior, come here." And the kid
I've
bit
had
me.
my nephews jump on my back, and
Yeah,
then
dude,
I needed back surgery years later.
Each
So
of my
I don't know.
nephews went through a nut punching phase. They imitated each other, and they all, one kid makes a noise, the other kid makes a noise, the other kid makes a noise. Well, the oldest kid was punching balls, and so the other kid did it, and the other kid did it. I've been punching the balls so many goddamn times. Let me tell you, that's why. Fuck. DoesTheKidDie.com? I don't care. I don't give a shit. Kill 10 kids if you want.
That's where you go to find movies.
DoesTheKidDie.com?
Oh,
That's like,
Hey, new releases.
I didn't know this was out
There's a
yet.
steel book.
Hell yeah! You guys heard of this Pet Cemetery? It looks fucking great.
This looks great. Yeah.
This kid's
Damn.
like under 2 and he dies. This looks
Their
awesome.
favorite movie is still The Good Son. You're like, okay, again, the 30th year in a row, The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin. Damn.
Dude, isn't it crazy though that we grew up with movies where they killed the dog immediately? Like that was the whole point of the movie. It was like, how about you guys watch this dog die like Old Yeller?
Yes.
Yeah, it's and it's funny because I
Those are
still
so
don't
traumatic.
like it. Like but I always tell myself too, especially in an older movie, I'm like, that dog that played this character is dead anyway of natural causes. Like we're good.
That's true.
We're good. That's how I get over it and like reconcile the grief.
Is the dog dead? Is the dog actor dead?
Yeah. .com. That should be the web.
There you go.
Assuage your fears.
Is the dog actor dead.com?
Like, oh yeah, he died in 1979. We're fucking good. I don't need to mourn this.
He lived a
on-screen
great
death.
life. He was a Hollywood dog. He had a fat palatial West Coast estate. He
I'm
was
telling you
great.
guys, we need an IMDb for the dogs. That would make so much money. Amazon would buy it.
It would.
We'd be rich.
Dude.
No, who would buy it? Chewy would buy it. The website.
yeah, exactly.
They probably would.
They need more
actually.
content.
Chewy's awesome.
Mark, so you've seen the movie before. Had you seen it recently before this show? Had it been a while?
No, I think I may have. I feel as though I had seen it in a theater at a revival at either like the Walter Reed or Metrograph, but it's been a very long time. I forgot a lot of the stuff that happens actually, so it's been quite a while. And the one thing I really noticed is like it's actually a very subversive movie in terms of storytelling. First, it's super economical. Everything is told visually. They don't spoon feed anything. And
They don't
also,
waste anything.
you see Sam Neill, you're like, this guy's the hero. Fucking Sam Neill gets trapped on a boat. It's more about Nicole Kidman. She winds up saving his ass because you think, oh, he's getting closer. But no, his fucking boat is about to sink and she has to find ways to catch up with him, and she actually does save him. Her character goes through some crazy shit, so she has the trauma, then she goes through a sexual assault from that fucking dude, and then she also has to rescue her husband who could die at any minute. There's a lot of suspenseful elements that happen in this, and of course that ending is such a great surprise too. It's one of the to me it's like one of the such an economic horror movie, but done in such a way that it feels big. Those open ocean shots, when you're introduced to the other sailboat and you don't know what's happening, it throws you right. And that's what I love about this story. It just throws you into scenarios. Even the backstory with the wife, you just instantly know what's happening. Then you instantly know that they're going on this trip to like get their mind off things, and it's done so quickly, and it's so economical. It feels like it goes by really quick.
Yes,
I think it's one of the.
Oh, sorry, not just economical storytelling. The thing that impressed me, it's doing all these things economically, but it's not sacrificing any of the scope. And I think it has a lot to do with what Mark said. You have these awesome nautical shots. But the other thing I think that does a lot of fucking homework, a lot of fucking pulling for this movie, is the score. This score in this movie is fucking crazy. It's by Graham Revell, who did the Crow score. But he uses fucking breaths and shit in the like people. At first I was like, I'm not even kidding. I thought it was somebody outside of my house breathing, and then I realized I was like, oh, it's the soundtrack.
What neighborhood do you live in?
I got crazy neighbors, dude. I told you about my neighbor downstairs. I don't like him. But I thought, oh, is that like another character that's just off camera? And I was like, that is so awesome that it fucks with you. You're never on solid ground. I know that sounds silly because you're on a boat for the whole movie, but the movie never lets you be on solid ground, and the score helps you always feel like you don't know what the fuck to do, where to go. It's a panic state. You're in like this, and I feel like Michael Haneke's Funny Games. Have you ever seen that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're very similar to me in terms of like it feels like real panic right away, and the panic is like always at a 10, like every fucking scene.
It's
But
just
doesn't
very,
it also feel like the characters make intelligent choices? Like she goes to get the gun, and it's
Yes.
always some external source that kind of fucks their plan. It's never anything that they did that was stupid.
Yes,
You know?
I will
and
say
she's smart.
I
too.
couldn't
Yeah.
believe it though when she shot him the second time with the harpoon in the shoulder. I was like, you need to shoot that motherfucker in the head. I do think she should have
Yes.
killed him sooner.
By the way, wasn't that
raped
effect
her.
dope though when he
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
walks
it was sweet.
out of the
Off the harpoon? Yeah.
and it looks so fucking real.
Yeah,
And
that
I
looked
thought
great.
the effect of the flare going through the sail and into his dome was
Dude,
excellent
looked
as well.
awesome.
What a
And
great kill! By
it's
the
funny
way.
because Nicole Kidman did save her husband, but really he does kind of get her back at the end when he fucking zaps that guy
Yes.
off the boat.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like we're even now, babe.
I do kind of love that too. Like
reclaim
you
the
were
power
saying,
dynamic.
you think he's setting up. They're setting him up to be the hero, right? And then the movie actually rug pulls you twice because when she radios him the first time, she's like, "Are you sinking?" He's like, "No, we're fine." And
Yeah.
then later on, he finds out he's sinking. So now, again, that little bit of security you had gets taken away. That's what this movie is. It's a constant rug pull, rug pull.
Those radar scenes and him having to click.
Yes.
Oh my god, they're so effective, and
But it's great too because they don't even have to explain it. You understand, like, okay, he's doing once for yes, twice for no. Like, you know it. You don't need it explained, and it all makes sense. It's fucking great.
Well, and it's also nice too. You know he's capable of doing all that because just the first scene in the movie, you see him walking around in a Royal Navy uniform, and so you know this guy knows his shit, and you don't even have to waste time explaining. You know, when I was a kid, I did this, or I used to say. No, you just know that he knows all this stuff.
Yes.
So
But
you
what a
trust him.
genius move to isolate him though instantly. Isn't that
Yeah.
awesome?
Well,
It's
yeah,
like the most
because if-
capable guy can't even be there. Wow, that's such an
Because
awesome
if he was
way to
on the
tell the
boat,
story.
if he was on the boat, you know, it would be like just toss this fucker overboard. And
Yep.
let's go
Yeah,
on.
but it's
Movie
also
over.
cool to see that
Yeah.
she's learned from him how
Right.
to use the boat, how to
Yes.
turn off. But there's still that little confusion because she does burn herself, but she still knows she has to turn off that engine. Really smart filmmaking and I thought it was an awesome script.
Yeah, she's got the skills and knows the boat. She just doesn't know it as well as him. So it makes
Yeah.
it super dynamic and interesting for her to be in the situation. I do want to say too, I know that Sam Neill gets kind of like fridged out and he's got his own storyline because he's got his own fucking problems. He's in a sinking ship. He's in the fucking all the psychotic shit that he's got to deal with. My favorite bit in the movie, I just thought it was so fucking clever, was when it seems like he's going to drown. He's run out of air. He starts sucking through a pipe, right? That's leading up to the deck. And then
of
he
roaches.
sees a giant fish go past him. And then he realizes, oh, fuck, there's a hole somewhere. It was just so smart. Like, I was like, oh my God, that's so obvious. It's so perfect. And then you just cut to that hole and you see him like kick his way through underwater. Brilliant. I love that.
Dude, it
fight.
just shows
That
that
was
like
great.
you can tell an audience things visually. You don't really have to spell it out or say stuff. It's just like
Yes.
a simple visual tells everything, which is really cool.
So
Well, and
good, dude.
I think that was my favorite thing about this movie is, you know, you mentioned this a little bit, how it was just so efficient. It didn't waste anything. And because of that, everything you saw meant something. So literally, you know, I did a double take when I saw the fish swim by him because I'm like, wait, a fish? And then before I could even compute what that meant, he's kicking a hole through the bottom of the ship
Yeah.
and squirming out. So yeah, it was very very good, palpable dread throughout, like, and no punches pulled, no time wasted. And you know, it's funny, I think maybe one of the reasons I hadn't seen this yet, I'm not a huge fan of like young Nicole Kidman, like Far and Away. Sometimes I try and watch with Tom Cruise, and I don't know, man, I don't know what it is. She just seems so young, and like she's like a translucent fairy or something. I think it used to creep me out when I was a kid, and I was trying to watch girls like Demi Moore and Elizabeth Shue, and just to me, I never was big on old Nicole Kidman roles, but she's excellent in this, and she was only 19 when
Yeah,
they started
that's
filming.
crazy.
Actually, I didn't expect that until Matt told me, and then you see Sam Neill, and you're like, his wife is 19 and went through all this.
And I guess he was a little uncomfortable with that. He had said in an interview later he was a little uncomfortable with the age difference. I think he thought it was like a little inappropriate, but obviously
Is that why he's on
it
the other
doesn't
boat? He's
show.
like, can you guys write me on another boat?
Yeah. Put me somewhere else. Have Billy Zane have sex with her, not me.
It'll be even creepier for some reason.
But she
that
did
is true.
excellent. She really did a good job, and she was like a survivor. She was a final girl in this shit. So kudos to her.
And they never go the typical, oh, okay, now she's all jaded. She's always herself. She's always somebody who's still struggling with the trauma of what happened. And then even at the end, she's just still a person. I love that tender bit before you realize it's Billy Zane's hands, where she's like, I want pasta and I want whatever, apple pie. Yeah. And you're like, God damn, dude, she's just a person. And it feels real, you know?
Well, and it feels like this event also helped her kind of break through some of that trauma. And like he said in the beginning of the movie, you just need some time to, we just need time to tell the rest of the world to fuck off and get better. Obviously, I'm paraphrasing. And it felt like this event accelerated her grief process a little bit because she's still dealing with the trauma, but man, she had to get tough and get into survival mode. And it feels like it helped break her out of her shell that had her almost like paralyzed before.
Totally.
So maybe they owe him a little bit of a thanks.
Yeah. He was like, you got to take a little time. And by that, I mean a couple of years before you're old enough to go drink. And then you can actually drink this shit off like a 21-year-old person.
This memory away.
I mean, I guess it is Australia, I suppose.
Can you clock out from your part-time after school job and take a couple notes? I want to show you some things on the boat. Hey, I also wanted to say a couple words about Billy Zane. It is Billy Zane-uary after all. I meant what I said at the top of the show. I think this was the first time I've had fun watching Billy. This is the first time I was afraid of Billy. I thought his performance was amazing. And there were moments in this. I know he plays like an old version of Brando now in a movie called Waltzing with Brando. Dude, there are moments in this where he looks like a young Brando.
Yeah,
like on the waterfront Brando. It's fucking crazy how similar they look.
Yeah.
Billy Zane had that old school, like golden era baby face.
Yeah, totally.
And you see it in other roles too. I mean, in the Titanic, when he's just the biggest douchebag on that entire ship, you're like, yeah, I mean, that guy's handsome, but what makes him think he can fucking get away with this attitude?
I guess that's why God took his hair. He's like, this could be a really dangerous person if he's got his full head of hair.
I have to weaken him somehow.
We can't allow that.
And now we have actor Billy Zane instead of serial killer Billy Zane.
Yes.
By the way, do you guys? I thought this was this was something I noticed because Sam Neill is so pushed into the distance in this. Billy Zane actually, this is kind of like he's the leading man in this movie. The villain becomes like you spend more time with him and Nicole Kidman than you do with Sam Neill. He's kind of like he's totally isolated from the cast for real. So it actually makes this more appropriate for Zane-uary because he actually is the lead.
He's the lead.
That's what I felt. Yeah.
100%. And that's a good call, dude. That's interesting because like very few movies I think do that, where all of a sudden it's a two-hander movie and one of the two hands is the main villain of the movie who you're not sure you can you can't trust, but you just like don't know what his deal is because he enters as like a mysterious character and it's pretty clear right away something's wrong. Dude, I also wanted to ask you guys, I was trying to piece this together, and I think it's interesting the less you know, but like I was trying to piece together his backstory on the boat about what happened, because what we're shown is an ad that was taken out by this photographer for basically like women who want to travel and are not afraid to get naked. And so he was clearly going to take like pornographic shots of them. And then there's the video that Sam Neill is seeing while it is playing constantly while he's trying to prepare the boat and pump it out. And we see that the women are like naked, and then we see that there's constant arguing between the boss, I guess the head guy of this expedition, who's like an Australian photographer, and Billy Zane. And I was like,
crazy.
It gets really heated. But this was my question. I was like, was Billy Zane's character's name is Huey, by the way. Was Huey crazy before, or was he pushed? Like, because it seemed like he might have been a little bullied, bullied into being crazy by that guy.
But you know what? Here's my thought. This was just from my experience, because I also wondered the same thing as I was watching. And My feeling is that because Billy Zane's character throughout the whole movie likes to be in control, I feel as though he puts himself in these situations and he tries to take control of things, sort of like the photographer's like, no, this is your job. He's kind of come on as this assistant, but Billy Zane has to force himself on them, like, no, if I shoot it this way, and the photographer's like, you're not here to do that shit. You're here to follow my orders and do this. And Billy Zane, to me, it struck me as though he's this character that puts himself in these situations to get himself on these boats, and he just kills people, and then he goes to the next boat and he kills them. But to me, it's kind of like he's sort of like the Hitcher, but with boats. But you can tell that
it always comes back to
the Hitcher. But it felt like he was, you could tell he was slightly off because he knows he's pissing off this photographer, yet he insists on doing it anyway.
Yeah.
So
that's
he
true.
likes to.
I mean, it
feels
a
like
cool
he
way
likes
to look
to
at
push
it.
people to the edge, and he does that with, Nicole Kidman on the boat as well. He's always trying to force himself in a controlling position because he's a psycho.
Yeah, all right, good
Yeah,
call. So you think
kinda...
it wasn't his first time? He's been doing this a few times.
Dude, you can't.
He's warmed
Did you
up
see
to
how
it.
he mutilates those bodies? They're like
yeah, they were
pieces.
disgusting.
You can't. That can't be your first time killing someone. There's a fucking floating head and limbs and stuff. This guy's absolutely insane, probably.
I love that
I
reveal
felt
too of the photographer guy, because you're like, all right, there's one of the girls. Seen that girl in the video. There's another one, and it takes a little while before you reveal what the photographer guy, what fate befell him.
Yeah, because he got it the worst. I mean, he's the one that was
it's
berating
bad.
him.
It's bad.
I like what you think for a backstory, Mark. I had a totally different picture painted in my head where he seemed like who had issues with being either embarrassed or turned down by women. So I felt like he was like an Anthony Perkins, Norman Bates type character, or like the guy from Maniac who hears, he kills all these prostitutes because he hears these and his mom yelling at him. And so I almost felt like he was that kind of guy that, maybe if he had done it before, I didn't take him as smooth enough to be a repeat offender doing this, but totally it could be. I will say it was a little bit of a rookie move that he was like tied up in that room by little 98-pound waif Nicole Kidman.
But
she
basically drugs him though, which is dope.
Which was
Well,
smart.
yes.
Yeah, that was great.
Was smart. And I did like how every time she was foiled, she was able to pivot super quickly. Like when he caught her on the deck and she was trying to get the gun, how she was like, oh, just wanted a cigarette for afterwards. He's like, good idea. Like, I thought that was all legit.
It's cool. I do like that it kind of feels like, I like that she plays into his insecurities and wants and needs to like manipulate him. So it turns out that she's using his manipulations against him. But I mean, if you think about it, as far as a backstory is concerned, it's cool that the three of us can come up with different scenarios because the writing it's left to the imagination of the audience.
Right. Yeah, I think it's cooler the less you know, because it really does get your imagination going, and it's so cool. Like we're all given the same pieces of what that backstory could be, and we came away with three different takes. I think that's really cool, man. That's just like skillful shit.
To me, that when you have those type of conversations in a film, that means that it warrants a rewatch, and you'll probably, since you guys have seen it once, I bet as you watch it more, because I feel as though even though this movie has surprising endings, I feel as though you can still watch it. And I think you guys, the more you watch it, you'll probably pick up on little details. Because I'm telling you, these sets, they may be two boats, but they're chock full of detail,
Yeah, and what's cool about the sets too is it is literally just the boats. They filmed that near the Great Barrier Reef, so they were out in the ocean, filming that off the Australian coast. Like they weren't on some big fucking studio backlot, big ass water tank set. Like they were out in the ocean. I think that's why a lot of the nautical stuff looks so good, because they are in a fucking sailboat sailing down the Pacific Ocean. So I thought that was excellent touch of authenticity.
By the way, this kind of make it's almost because of how much technology we have today, it's almost the perfect movie to make in this day and age, because you can cut people off from technology to a degree.
Yeah,
so
totally
isolated on these boats.
I did love that like nerdy tech thing. I loved the interface of the radar. Like it kind of had like almost like a early gateway computing like screen,
Yeah.
like that really simple like soft shit. You can see the cursor. I was like, oh, this is my shit. I love 90s technology. Shit looks so
It
cool.
was like War Games. It was like the fucking
Yeah,
Matthew
yeah.
Broderick's
But
shit in
was
War
it-
Games.
It was also cool that like the only beep you hear is because the radar has that beep. It wasn't like
Yes.
beep boop beep boop. It was so
Yeah.
everything kind of felt like the lo-fi kind of made it even more believable. Or I don't even know. I don't know anything about boats. You probably have more experience, Matt. So maybe
Sadly,
that's how
I
the
do.
radar-
Sadly, I do. And I'm here to tell you, don't get on a fucking boat. That's really the moral of all the boat stories.
I don't
Every
even have
boat
much-
story in literature. Moby Dick.
Yeah, it doesn't
Fucking
end
or
well.
anything. Yeah, don't get on the fucking boat is the moral of the story. Just don't do it.
Unless you got Russell Crowe at the helm and
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
master and commander, you're chasing the Acheron.
dude.
I wouldn't do it.
Unless it's a charming comedy where Goldie Hawn falls off that boat and you gotta pick her up and she's got amnesia and you can trick her to being your girlfriend, maybe then it's fine. But any other boat story, it's not so good.
I mean, if you pick up a one-eyed Kurt Russell and his name is Captain Ron, you might be.
Yeah, just leave him. Just
But-
leave him. I will also say, too, interestingly enough, there was also clearly love in the air because both Billy Zane and Sam Neill met their future wives on the set of this movie.
Oh wow!
That's cool.
Isn't
I
that
knew
fucking
Sam
crazy?
Neill. I knew Sam Neill did. I think she was one of the makeup artists. Who was Billy Zane's future wife? Do you?
They said it might have been his first wife, I believe. He's been remarried since, but let me see what her name is. He
His
met
Not
her
as happy an ending
on the set of
Billy
Dead
Zane.
Calm.
yeah,
Lisa-
Sam Neill is no longer married to that lady either. They've also. Since
Oh.
divorced. Yeah.
Hmm.
Love was not in the air forever.
No.
But I
Listen,
think they were married for
sometimes
like
your
20 years.
marriages, they hit a dead calm. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
And the boat just sits.
Sometimes it's a sinking ship.
That's right. That's right. Let me ask you guys this, because like Mark was saying, even though this is a movie I think that plays probably best when you don't know what's going on, like I feel like this is one of the few times though where a movie like this has a lot of rewatchability because shit is happening so fast. I almost want to go back to look at the craft of certain sequences, the way that he's able to play with tone and emotions so well. And like right off the bat, immediately you're invested. Immediately, like you have a say in what's going on. You're like, I really don't want her to get hurt. Oh my god, I'm scared for her life. Every fucking time they cut to Ben the dog, I was like, oh god, Ben, please shut the fuck up, just stop barking. I was like, Ben, honestly, you're gonna get us fucking killed.
I know. I was so mad when the dog barked when she was getting the shotgun. I was like, no,
Yes.
dude, it's
like,
not
Ben-
time for your
oh, when
dog.
Ben-
Returning
he got the
fucking
fuck-
key.
Yes,
that
when he thinks
annoyed
it's
me
playing
so
fetch.
much.
Yes.
And I was like, Ben. I was like, there are two villains in this movie, Billy Zane and Ben.
Ben the dog.
Ben is actively working against us to fuck
and you
with
know
us.
what? And you
It's
know
like,
what?
why is he obeying
They
the guy
both
that just
get
got on
theirs.
the boat?
Yeah. That's
They
the
both get
animal
theirs.
magnetism of Zane, dude. He sensed the alpha, and then he was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
He's
Okay,
like, yes, boss.
let me
get those keys for you."
reprioritize my shit. Dude, as you can see, Billy Zane had quite a future after this movie. I would say this is a pretty amazing calling card. Dude, think of this guy's career. He starts his first fucking movie's Back to the Future. Pff, banger. And then to have a fucking leading role, this is a big movie. It's a big ass movie, dude. Pretty fucking impressive that he's able to hold his own. I know Nicole Kidman is young in her career, but like to basically virtually unknown, I think, at the time in 1989, and to be able to completely hold an audience's attention, like that's pretty fucking amazing, dude. Every Billy Zane performance I see, I like the guy even more. I'm like, god damn, what an actor. This guy's like so
But it
versatile.
also it makes you wonder, what did he do to not get more leading roles after this? Because really,
The hair thing.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
think it's hair prejudice. I do outwardly think it's hair prejudice.
Hey, you guys are talking to a fucking bald guy, so I'm definitely down to jump on the bandwagon of stopping hair
Yeah,
prejudice.
dude.
as it
It's
affects
hair
so
it's
many.
hairism or hair ableism, if you will.
This was
Yeah.
pre-Jason
Haircism.
Statham, so you know
Yeah, it wasn't cool to be bald.
he
yet.
could have
That's
been
right.
the first Jason Statham. Do you
true.
guys feel as though this movie kind of set him into this path of being the villain?
Yeah. I think it's tough because
Yeah,
if you have like a
was too
fucking
good.
bang up, yeah, then that's the way that you're gonna typecast yourself basically. Because also
And I
too,
mean-
think about it. Back to the Future, he's also playing a thug, right?
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
a henchman in that. Yeah,
You're
he's
like,
one
oh,
of Biff's
that's
boys.
what this guy's doing. That's why The Phantom is such a special movie because it's the one and only time he's a hero.
And he does it so. That's
he's
the crazy thing.
fantastic
He
in
does
it.
it so
Yeah.
well. It's hard to believe that most of his roles are like being the douche. It kind of
Yes.
feels like what a wasted. His talent is kind of wasted on these douche characters because it's too expected almost. You know.
Yeah.
I want to see Billy Zane grow.
Yeah. Honor Billy Zane. Pay respect to him, please. So, guys, I think we've kind of run our course here on Dead Calm. But before we move on, you know what we got to do? We got to rate it. How many Zanes out of 10, Mark, do you give Dead Calm?
I'm gonna go 11.
You're going 11 Zanes? You turn it up to 11?
Yeah.
Dude, you're going insane in the membrane. Tommy, how many Zanes out of 10 do you give Dead Calm?
So first, let me say, I think I got booted off Zoom for a second. Did you guys not?
We did. We just kept vaunting. It was like vaudeville rules. We just kept going.
No, and I don't blame you. That's what you got to do. The show must go on. But I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. So, what's your criteria for the Zane? Because
it's whatever your inner it's whatever your inner Zane compass is, Tom. How many Zanes do you want to give it?
So let me just say this. I don't give 10s out unless something's perfect. And I'm still waiting for that perfection out there from, I don't even think I have ranked any movies a 10 in my library. Like 9 is as high as I go. Maybe. Wow. I might have done 10 on like Halloween.
You've done a 9.5 on something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I can't go 10. But I think when you say to base it on my own Zane knowledge, I got to go like 8 or 9 because he showed so much more range here than I expected. And, this was for sure a first time watch for me. So I feel like I hadn't seen him with this nuanced of a performance and like an emotional performance. I really hadn't seen it before. I mean, just a couple weeks before watching Demon Knight, he's just a caricature in that movie. He's just a funny doofus in Demon Knight. And yeah, he's menacing, but like no serious dramatic range. So I don't know, 8.5, 9 on the Zane meter out of 10.
There we go. 8.5, 9 from Tommy. I'm going once again 10 out of 10 Zanes all month long. Every Billy Zane movie, I'm giving 10 out of 10 Zanes.
Well, think about it. I gave him 11.
You turned it up to 11, so it kind of balances out. There we go. It's all 10s. It's all 10 Zanes. Once again, you can check out Dead Calm on the Criterion channel, streaming now, or you can rent it. Gentlemen, let's do everybody's favorite segment.
I'm gonna rack it, rack it, rack it, rack it, rack. I'm gonna rack it, rack it, rack it, rack it, rack.
Well, I go on facts, not recommendations, but thank you.
Y'all need a pilot?
That was for the bald man that started it all for us this year. We started this bald journey. Well, we started it with the Wolf Man, but really, angry Mark Wahlberg brought it all home for us. It's Get Wrecked, part of the show where we talk about movies we've been watching, things we want to recommend to you, the public. And what we're gonna do is we'll go like this. We like to finish out with Tommy, so maybe we'll each take one, go round robin. I'll start us off. We'll go to Mark, then we'll go to Tommy. Here we go. My first rec of the week. It's a new movie. I usually like to start off mine with something new. I got to see the new. You guys are gonna laugh. I got to see the new Paddington movie, Paddington in Peru, and
I knew you were gonna watch that.
I loved it, dude. I loved it. Ooh. I loved the other two Paddington movies. I love that you knew that I was gonna watch that.
Oh, dude, I knew. I was like, this guy, Matt's gonna watch it, and then the character that Pedro Pascal plays in fucking brain farting on it right now, the Nicolas Cage movie, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh yes.
Those are the two people that are gonna be day one on Paddington in Peru.
Hell yeah, dude.
How was it?
I was there. It was fantastic. We had a great time. I've been on a big, and I always love Antonio Banderas, Desperado, but we've been on a big Antonio kick because we've been watching like Zorro. We watched The Legend of Zorro. We also watched The Mask of Zorro. Don't recommend that one. But we watched Paddington in Peru, and it was fucking great. Olivia Colman is in this one. Antonio Banderas is in this one. Oh, if you like the other two Paddington movies, you'll like this one too. The formula is still there, even though they got a new director. It's really fucking hilarious. I love the way they punch jokes in this, the way they do comedy, and it's also very sweet. And the movie is so good, I didn't even realize, and usually I'm like the human facial ID, I didn't even realize they'd replaced the character. I was like, wow, she's so good. It's like she's been here the whole time. And then afterwards I was like, oh, right. This lady totally replaced the mom that was in the other two movies. That's how good
really?
the performance was. Yeah, I forgot. So
isn't that the lady from Sound of Water
or Shape of Water? So the Shape of Water lady is the Mrs. Brown in the first two Paddingtons. She did not come back for this one. No one knows why. And she's been replaced this time by Emily Mortimer. And Emily Mortimer is so good that I forgot that it was the Shape of Water lady.
Wow. That's crazy.
There's a pedigree in these movies, dude.
For like you said, but for you to miss something like that is like,
that's how good she was in the movie.
Goddamn good performance.
They even do a thing where, and I'm not going to spoil it because I do think everybody should go see the new Paddington movie, is where they call back to a very pivotal moment in the first movie, and it involved the Shape of Water lady, and they basically cut it in a way where it's Emily Mortimer. It's like they didn't do a cheap trick. It's just kind of like it tricks your mind really quick with a cut. And you're like, oh yeah, she was there. And then afterwards I was like, you fucking dumbass. That wasn't her. So it's completely different. Anyway, it was great. Also on the tech side, I had to brag to our buddies at Love of Cinema. Mark was on this thread too. I'm usually a Cinemark guy. That's my local. We were in the city. And I got to see Paddington at an AMC, and it was my first experience with AMC laser. A laser.
Laser projection.
Freaking lasers. This was my first experience with AMC laser. Dude, it looked amazing. I was like, I don't know if I can watch movies at Cinemark anymore. I was like, our shit looks like it's projected through a diaper. I was like, this is the way that all movies would look like at AMC. Because I was sitting there watching Paddington, and I kept turning to the producer in the booth who was there with me, and I was like, do you fucking believe how good this is? I can't fucking get over it. I was like, it looks incredible.
That noticeable?
It was a noticeable jump for me. And our buddy Dave over at the Love Cinema, Dave the Aussie, broke it down for us. And he was like, this is the projection system that Cinemark uses. And AMC has laser. This is the difference. And I was like, God damn.
Nice.
Anyway,
it
Paddington
sucks
improved.
Though when it's not your home theater, because then it's like, oh, you just ruined everything for me.
I know.
Like, now I got to travel 2 hours to see it.
I know. I'm like, fuck, can I see everything? I want to see everything in AMC laser. It looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Mark, what do you got for your first rec, buddy?
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go similar. You were talking about Paddington in the Love of Cinema thread. So I decided I'm going to see the first one. So I watched the first one, and it was super fun. It's like very heartfelt. I always love stuffy English douche dads, and then they turn out to be like fun, cool
heart of gold
dads
at the end.
Yeah. So I love that turn. It was a really fun movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Some of the CG aged, but whatever. It's 2014 movie, so tech's gotten better probably, and I just loved it. It was a great Nicole Kidman makes an appearance too.
Great villain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And she's awesome. Looks totally different.
Yeah, she does.
Dude,
yeah,
you see
different.
Dead Calm and then you watch Paddington, it's a different person entirely.
Yeah, it was surreal because, like I said, I never go to AMC. I went to AMC and they play the Nicole Kidman thing, like, here we have heartbreak in the movies. And then to see her in Dead Calm, I was like, this is a totally different fucking person.
Yeah, she was way
Who is
different
this?
Looking. It's like if you didn't know who Nicole Kidman was, you would just go, yeah, that's a different actor.
I like what you called her,
Totally
Tommy.
is.
She's a translucent fairy. She's like a translucent fairy person.
Like I can see her veins under her skin.
Her hair is made of
heartbeat.
glitter. Yeah. Mark, I love that you started watching Paddington. Dude, if you thought that one was good, wait till you get to Paddington 2. Paddington 2.
No, that's, by the way,
series.
I have that queued for tonight. So.
It's the best of the whole series. Just you
See,
wait.
I
Even the third
liked
one.
the first one more than the second one, and
Oh,
I
well.
was anticipating really liking the second one because Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. They were like top 3 movies of all time. Fucking Paddington 2. I was like, this is going to be great. So after the first one, I was like, whoa, the second one must be so good. And I think I just overinflated.
It hyped you up.
Oh, you
much.
overhyped. You overhyped. Yeah.
They're both good though. I do.
See,
like
I
them
went
both.
in for Paddington 2. I remember the complete opposite, where I was like, there's no way it's going to be as good as the first Paddington. And then when it was, I was like, oh my God, this movie's amazing.
I'm really psyched. Now I'm gonna have the same experience as Tommy.
Yeah.
It's not as good.
Dude,
Like, damn it.
you're gonna watch Paddington 2 tonight, and then tomorrow night you're gonna be like, I gotta go to the movies to see Paddington in Peru.
That's what I'm hoping for, because I haven't been.
Go
to the
see it in the
a
theater. Go to the theater and see Paddington in Peru. Go support it.
while. Okay, I will.
They'll just keep them coming. That's the beauty of animated stuff with voice actors as your main characters. Even apparently you can switch out all the secondary characters and
Nobody notices. Yeah.
Won't even know. So, but you know, that the actor who voices Paddington, he could just do that for like 20, 30, 40 more years and it won't matter.
Totally. Tommy, what do you got for your first rec?
Well, you guys are never going to believe this, but Paddington 2. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, damn it.
I'm sorry. You know what? I wasn't going to go there, but Mark set me up for that. And with all the Hitcher copies on the Show Me Your Disc, man, I felt like it was a good running joke to keep going. Ooh. No, but I will say I did go with a newer entry, kind of like you did, Matt. A few weeks back in the theater, I caught One of Them Days with Keke Palmer.
Oh,
and
yeah.
SZA.
I want to see this.
That shit was hilarious. Honestly, if you like Friday with Ice Cube, you know, 1994 Friday, this movie is like a fresh, little bit less silly, a little bit more like heartwarming version of Friday with chicks instead of Chris Tucker and Ice Cube. You've got Keke Palmer and SZA. They were both excellent in it. Keke Palmer is super funny, and honestly, I feel like I think she's going to be like a huge star. Like, I know she's done some horror stuff. This was a comedy, and she did some stuff when she was younger, but I feel like that chick can kind of steal every scene she's in. So I would not be surprised if we start seeing Keke Palmer in huge roles, you know, leading movies. She was excellent in this, and it was a little bit silly like Friday, not as zany, but it was just refreshing and funny. And I kind of went into it thinking like, you know, this is a chick flick for my wife, and it's cool one, and I ended up liking it just as much as she did. We were laughing out loud a lot in the theater, and I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't even know SZA, the other main actress in it, I didn't even know she was an actress. She does music mostly. Yeah. And I was aware of her. This is
a dumb question, but is she related to RZA? The name is so close.
No, but I do think it's a play on RZA and Jizza. On only reason I know how to pronounce her name is because I grew up listening to Wu-Tang. Otherwise, I'd be like, what's her name? Saza?
Saza.
SZA. She was really good. But of course, I come from the school of knowing who fucking RZA and Jizza are.
Dude. I thought maybe they were going to reveal, they were going to be like, it's RZA's daughter. I was like, oh shit, it's going to be RZA's daughter?
Well, I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Yeah, she was part of the halftime show.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I watched 18 NFL games this year as a diehard Detroit Lions fan, and when they lost in the playoffs, I was done with the rest of the season. So I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Yep. Tommy took a flare gun and shot it right at his TV.
Yeah, right at the face of the Super
Billy
Bowl.
Zane's face.
Right into its mouth. But yeah, One of Them Days, I don't think it's still in the theater, but it probably will hit streaming soon, at least for rental. And I definitely recommend it. It's a good Friday night comedy. You know, it's raunchy enough to be like, you know, you're not going to sit and watch it with your parents or your 6-year-old nephew. But it's not over the top. It's not insane. It was good.
I dig it, man. I dig it. I'm also excited about any movie that I don't have to immediately run to doesthedogdie.com. I can just watch it in peace.
I'm pretty confident there's no dog death in this movie.
I can just watch it in peace.
There's not a lot of triggering events. You're good.
Next up for me, something. So I went new. Now I'm going old. I discovered something on Amazon Prime. So every Friday night we like to watch what we call the Friday night movie at my house, which is something. Ooh. It's either a canon film or something ridiculous, right? We've done Statham movies, Chuck Norris movies. We've done crazy shit. So we were looking for some good old fashioned Friday night cheese. And boy, I finally found something new. Because for a while it had been a drought. I'm like, I've seen this. I've seen something from across the pond. So this was like an English canon film. This was like very strange. The movie is called Taffin. That's Taffin. Taffin. It's a guy's name.
That sounds British. That sounds British as fuck.
It's Pierce Brosnan. And Pierce Brosnan plays Taffin, and he's a guy who's like a local hood who basically, if you have a problem, like if somebody owes you money or like somebody's bullying you or like, oh no, the people are coming to the town and they're ruining our town with their factory, Taffin will go and fuck them up. Like that's what he does.
He will blow
Sounds
that
like a
factory
Jason
up.
Statham movie almost.
It is. It's like a Statham movie, a late 80s Statham movie starring Pierce Brosnan. He's like this hard-ass guy, and he totally sells it. He's great. And Taffin's whole thing is that, so like Statham can obviously handle himself, right? He's got the ninja moves. Taffin can fight, but he uses his cunning to fuck with people. So he puts them in situations where like, oh fuck, that guy didn't even realize his brake line was cut. Boom, Taffin. Right? Like,
oh wait, is this
You've
is
been
like
tapping.
80s Pierce Brosnan is super skinny.
Yeah. This was like
so he doesn't
right
have
before,
that, like,
a couple years before Pierce Brosnan was James Bond. Even before he's the stepdad in Mrs. Doubtfire. This is like, he's just hanging out in Ireland, his fucking shirt all open. They're like, Taffin, we need help. The oil company is going to put up a factory. And Taffin's like, not in my fucking town. And he fucks with them. It's awesome.
They're
It's
like, Taffin, leave your sweater. You don't need it. And he's like, no, I'm not wearing a sweater.
I'm not wearing dude.
Fucking
Okay.
hairy-chested
There's so
motherfucker.
many moments where Pierce Brosnan has no shirt on, and you're like, you need to put a shirt on, though.
He's
you
got
need to
that
put a
Robin
shirt on.
Williams level of hair.
Yeah, dude.
for
He
sure.
he was more Wolfman
Dude, him
than the
and Mrs.
2025 Wolfman.
Yeah.
And also, I want to point out too, this is also crazy. He yells a lot in the movie, which you never see Pierce Brosnan yell. He's like Mr.
No.
Cool. He's James Bond.
Yeah, he's always so calm.
He's got a crazy yell. He has this shrieky kind of yell. Like
Is it
he yells.
funny?
It's funny in the moment. It's not meant to be funny. We were laughing because it's just silly. But I don't know if you guys remember the Nazi chick in Last Crusade, the lady who sleeps
Oh,
with
yeah.
Sean Connery
The
and Indy.
blonde, right?
Yeah.
She's
Falls
the
into
main.
the pit.
Yes, she's the main girl in Taffin.
Really?
Yes. So if you're interested in seeing the Nazi lady again, there she is. She's in
Does
Taffin.
she, hold on. Does she bang?
That's so weird.
That's just her description.
Harmonies.
The Nazi lady. Does she bang Taffin's dad as well? Or...
Yeah, dude, that would be amazing if she also banged Taffin's dad. That would be fucking hysterical.
It's just a random
Michael Caine.
scene.
His dad is Michael Caine.
Taffin
He's
is
like,
too cool to have a dad. Taffin has no parents and no lineage.
killed his
He
father.
lives alone. He has a brother, right? And Taffin, wait, what happened?
Taffin's not the only one that's topless in this movie.
Oh yeah, you do get to see the Nazi lady topless if you're interested in that.
They're
Oh,
equal topless.
anybody wants to see
Equally
some Nazi
topless, but the
boobs?
difference is Pierce Brosnan looks like he has a jacket on.
You know what?
Yeah, and I
She
imagine
doesn't.
she
I'm not
doesn't.
gonna lie, I'll take it.
Also, he yells, and when he yells, he's yelling at her because she really pisses him off a couple times in the movie.
Well, she is a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have led with the Nazi being topless, by the way, and you would have caught. Well, good catch by the producer.
Definitely would have spiked. Thank you, producer in the booth. Yes,
Now I'm
but
definitely gonna watch it.
Taffin, it's really fun. If you want to, it's a good, you know what it was? It's a good small stakes action movie. It's like, I want a movie about a tough guy. You know, there's no airplanes. There's no secret service that's going to help. It's just him, a shotgun, a fast car, and that's it. That's what he's
Does
got.
it drag at any point, or is it very
No.
economic and it's just like,
No,
boom?
dude, even in the second act, when like the hero, everything sucks and the hero's like, you're like, oh, that guy's fucked. Even when Taffin's at his worst, when everybody fucking hates Taffin, you're still like, this movie's good, dude. Because you're like, how's Taffin gonna solve this?
Yeah.
Right?
How's he gonna come back from this?
Dude,
Dude,
we
I
came
saw
up.
a screenshot, and he's got like a gold chain with a medallion.
Yes,
and a hairy
dude. Yeah, he
chest.
wears a chain. He wears a chain. Yeah, dude. He wears a chain. And we came up with a tagline, me and Jess, because we were saying, "You won't be laughing at Taffin because he's gonna be coming for your ass when Taffin arrives." It's awesome.
good.
It's on
Dude,
Amazon
Jason
Prime for
Statham
free.
needs to be in-
It
Dude,
sounds
if
like
they
a-
remake
Ooh,
it, they should get Jason Statham to be Taffin, but Pierce Brosnan should be Taffin's dad.
Taffin's
Oh,
dad,
shit.
and then this time the girl. you
She
know,
does bang the dad.
both of them, right? Yeah.
He could be
Just a
Taffin
throwback.
Senior. Yeah. Do
Told
check
me
it out.
everything I know.
It's also kind of fun because like we're so used to seeing these movies right in America. This is like Canon Films. This is American cheese, man. I've never seen a straight up like, you know, UK production of basically the same scale. So it's kind of cool. Like, yeah, they had trash too. And this is what it looked like, and it was really entertaining.
Nice.
Trash is the best, man.
It's great, dude. It's great. I highly recommend Taffin, especially for a good time. Like, get a couple beers, you know, Fucking just turkey shirt
Get
off,
a
man.
pint?
Get a pint,
Yeah.
watch some Taffin.
Get you a fucking dark Guinness
Wait,
and
so-
just sit back.
In Mrs. Doubtfire, how many drains were clogged with it?
All
Like,
of them, bro.
That's like a lot
All
of
of 'em.
fucking body hair.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They probably had the studio probably retained a plumber, like a plumbing company on that movie.
They were asking Sally Field, like, who should we cast as your love interest? And she was like, I just want him to be about as hairy as Robin. And if they can come close, you give him the role.
Yeah, exactly.
Got this Brosnan guy on the
And you know,
back
and
burner.
Harvey Firestein's in that movie too, and you know he's hairy as shit too.
Oh, yeah. Harvey Firestein.
Where's my lawyer? The joke's on everybody
Get my
else. Sally Field takes her shirt off. Hairy, dude. She's like a werewolf.
It's like we're all, yeah. The Wolfman prequel.
That's right. The real Wolfman 2025.
Oh my god.
This
Mark.
Doubtfire 93.
What's next for you, buddy?
Well, we're gonna go hairless because I'm gonna be watching a Chinese film. We don't have body hair, everybody. Just so you know. Well, half of me doesn't. From the waist down, I look like I have hair pants. But I saw this amazing movie. It's called The
that's
Big
so funny.
Heat. Speaking, you know how Matt, you were like trashy action movies, dude. You cannot beat a Chinese 80s, 90s action movie. I sent you guys some clips. Anytime there's an action sequence where death, it's totally over the top. Like they shoot this guy, he falls back on some corrugated metal and cuts his own head off.
Jesus.
Some guy gets torn in half by an elevator. This
Dude, some of
movie's
those scenes that
fucking
you sent,
insane.
it was like straight out of a Saw movie. I was like, was Saw an Asian movie
This is
first?
just a cop movie.
Yeah. Fucking guys getting head chopped off in an elevator shaft. Like, whoa.
Oh my god, there's the beginning because no one's
I'm
gonna
eating
fucking
dinner,
watch this.
watching the clip. Like, oh,
The-
Jesus.
It starts with a guy getting set on fire by the mob, and they drive a car into him and launch him into fucking exploding
Jesus.
barrels. That's how this movie starts. It's
Kill him
awesome.
3 or 4 times over.
Dude,
Yeah.
okay, so you know the scene where the guy gets hit by multiple cars in daylight on that highway?
Oh, yeah.
That's the same fucking movie. This is all that. This is
Oh.
all that movie. That's how-
Jesus.
every action sequence is awesome. Sparks fly. It's, by the way, the one thing great about I love my Chinese people. Their action is great. When a bullet hits, sparks fly, dust goes everywhere, fucking like
Like, it's
powders
legit.
going. Dude, when these people run in with these like mini Macs and blow things away, there's so many sparks. It looks so real. And the sound
Fuck.
effects are great. It's just like pew, 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 and you just hear all this shit blowing up.
Yeah, I mean,
I
even on the
have to
little
tell-
like cell
I
phone
know-
video you sent, I was like, this is fucking intense, man.
They're
Yeah,
hard-
yeah.
I'll be honest,
Oh.
they are hard to find. You probably have to buy a copy of them, but totally worth it. Tons of rewatchability. They're so much fun. Hong Kong, Chinese action films are dope, especially if it's a detective. I mean, look at the Jackie Chan. What was it? That one was like super dark when they like hang his whole team. Like these are fucked up shit happens in these movies, but they generally have these really nice happy endings. But then you're like, all their friends died.
Yeah. You think
They
about
were
right
all-
after the credits. Yeah.
They were
How
all
long
just
is that
like,
gonna
oh,
maybe
last?
his one
elevator.
friend, but his girlfriend died. All his teammates died.
What was this one called
Nobody-
again,
by the
Mark?
way,
fucking
What's this one
dog
It's
called?
died.
called The Big Heat. By
The
the way,
Big
this
Heat.
is like the Game of Thrones of detective movies because no one is safe. You think someone's safe? Boom, they're dead.
Nice.
This is a dope movie. It's one of my favorites now. I think I watched it twice already. Check the shit out.
Sounds
The Big
fun.
Heat.
The clips you sent, I was like, Jesus Christ. Like,
Yeah,
really
they're
fucking intense.
crazy, right?
Yeah, it looked cool. I just need to I need to be in the right place to pay attention.
I know it's the
enough.
shame that no one likes reading subtitles or Chinese cinema. God damn it! But Chinese
Yeah,
movies are
damn it.
the shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, any of the stuff you've sent and some of the things that I've seen, I'm like, fuck yeah, this is legit. I just got to be in the right place for it. Like, I can't be eating, or it can't necessarily be end of the night, like where I'm scrolling.
You don't want to see someone torn in half while you're eating spaghetti?
Oh no, I don't mind that. I'm just saying because I'll be like looking at my food and not paying attention to the subs. I'll be like, wait, what the fuck did he just say? Before he
this
ripped
is
that
a-
guy's-
This is a
Belly
first, guys. This is a first. Late breaking. We have a voicemail that just came in on air as we're recording. I'm just gonna go ahead and play it because I saw a voicemail come through on the line as we were recording. I was like, "Fuck, we haven't had a
See, that's how
voicemail
much
in
people
months."
hate Chinese movies. It gets interrupted with
They
a
were like,
fucking
"No, enough
voicemail."
Chinese, enough."
Look, I'm calling right now. This better not upstage my wreck, by the way. I better be able to follow this.
Here
whatever
we
this
go,
is.
ladies and gentlemen. Billy Zane. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who it is. Here we go.
Shit.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Mark. Hey, movie show. This is Patrick M. calling. I just finished watching Dead Calm. I hope it's not too late to get on the show. If I did, oh well. Yeah, this was really cool. This was a movie that I remember being on TBS a lot when I was growing up, and I never got around to watching it. I heard how great it was, how good a thriller it is, and yeah, it is pretty damn thrilling. It's a good seafaring drama. It's my dog whining in the background because he's sad about Ben.
Oh,
Due to a harpoon. But yeah, it was really thrilling to watch, and we've all heard how terrible productions can be when you're working on water, and this looked totally effortless despite all the effort that all the characters were being put through. So yeah, pretty great. Directed by Philip Noyce.
everybody does that.
Noise.
That's so good.
Have a good show, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey, Patrick M., friend of the show. Thanks for calling in, buddy. That was cool, dude. I'm glad. Sometimes I have a little tab open, like keeping track of any possible calls, just in case some shit pops off live. And this is the first time that ever fucking happened.
And
I
it was
just saw a little
related
red
to the
dot.
show too.
Yeah, it wasn't
So
somebody
now you're
calling me,
always
"Fuck
you're
you."
always going to leave that tab open because you're going to be like that one fucking time, man.
At one time. There you go.
Dude, I was
Patrick
really
and
hoping
Patrick.
it would be that Chinese spam that I always get.
It was actually going to be the stars of the Big Heat calling. They were going to. This is not spam. We're here to say thank you for watching our movie. Okay, thank you.
They're like, stop giving away plot.
Mark, don't give the podcast number to the Chinese actors.
Patrick M is cool too. Shout out to him. He follows my page as well, or at least he did last time I was on there many moons ago. But yeah, Patrick M, he's got a very similar film taste, I believe, to you guys, to me, to all of us. He's a good.
Yeah, he's a cool.
Yeah,
dude.
he's a good guy, friend of the show. We got to have him back on. We've had him on the show
forever.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Got to have him back on. Thank you, Patrick M, dude. Glad we caught your voicemail right in time. All right, Tommy, what do you got for your Rex?
So my next rec, I also went a little old school, something that I used to watch all the time as a kid, and I still watch it maybe once every couple of years. But 1994's Above the Rim, which is my favorite basketball movie. You know, it's funny. Every time I'm getting ready to come on your show, I start thinking of Rex first. Before I even watch the movie that we're going to talk about, I'm thinking of Rex. Literally, the day you.
That's why I look forward to this segment so much when you're on, dude, because I know you do the homework. That's what I get super excited for.
But, you know, in that same vein, I kind of suck at remembering what I've wrecked before because I'm not marking them as I should. So I keep, like, I almost wanted to recommend Cadillac Records, but I feel like I've maybe wrecked that on the show.
I recommended Ambulance like 5,000 times.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay, then we're good. But yeah, no, I went with Above the Rim because, you know, was in a mood the other day to watch a basketball movie. And this is one that, you know, I was 11 when it came out. So when I was like 12, 13, we would watch this at my buddy's house. And, you know, I grew up in Michigan, so it'd be basketball season. January, February, it'd be cold as fuck outside. We'd finish Above the Rim at like midnight, and then we'd go play, you know, basketball in the driveway for hours.
Damn, that sounds nice.
Wow.
And we would listen to the soundtrack, which I'm a big hip hop guy. Funny enough, this movie all takes place in New York. It's all East Coast, but the soundtrack is all Death Row Records, which was West Coast. And it makes sense because Tupac stars in the movie and he's excellent in it. He's fucking electric in this movie. And so he had a hand, I believe, in, you know, when Tupac got signed on to do the film, he also was like, yeah, Death Row is going to do the soundtrack. And they were like, aye, Captain. They're not going to say no to that. But but it's got a great.
They're scared of Suge Knight. They're like, yep, whatever you want.
Not even fucking around. And his character in this, he's so menacing. Like, his name's Birdie, and he's like the lead gangster in this neighborhood, and he wants this kid who's this high school basketball phenom. He wants this kid to run with his crew so he can win this like local 3-on-3 tournament. But Birdie, Tupac's character, he keeps a straight razor in his mouth, like a little tiny razor blade. So he'll be talking to someone and it's almost like a veiled threat where he pulls the razor out of his mouth and he's just playing with it. You know, it's like a fidget spinner for like
Whoa.
the 90s, and then he fucking pops it right back in his mouth. And you're like, how the fuck is this guy walking around talking to people all day and he's just got a razor tucked into his cheek? But it's just a cool device that they use to show how intimidating he is. But excellent cast, excellent basketball footage if you're into the sport at all, or even if you're just the type of person that wants a sports movie to have good scenes of said sport and not just look like it was all dialed in. Above the Rim, excellent movie. So
Damn.
I got a kick out of that.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah,
That
very cool.
dope,
That
actually.
sounds really cool. I love Tupac in movies, and that's one I have not seen. So I definitely will. I definitely will check that out.
Dude, if you like, because I watched Juice recently. If you like Juice,
I love
you'll,
Juice.
You'll probably like Above the
Directed
Rim.
by our buddy Ernest Dickerson, the guy who made Demon Knight.
Yeah,
Juice.
Surviving the Game.
And Surviving
Ernest
the Game.
Dickerson's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my third and final rec. Another old movie, but new for me. I'm sure you guys have probably seen this. I'm coming in. This is a blind spot for me. I've been in the mood because it's because of Deadpool and Wolverine. I've been in the mood to watch Wesley Snipes stuff. I finally watched Murder at 1600. You guys
Oh,
ever
dude.
seen this?
I watched that like a week ago.
But
It's fucking awesome. It was my first time ever seeing it. It was just one of those movies I remember when it came out in 96 or 97. I don't know why I missed it. Somehow I just missed it. And I guess I maybe thought it looked too slow or dramatic at the time. I was like, oh, it's not really for me. It's fucking awesome. Producer in the booth and I put it on Saturday night. We were like, how are you going to follow Taffin? You can't follow Taffin, right? We were like, let's watch Wesley Snipes. Let's just see what this is. Dude, we were in. It is essentially, if you don't know, Murder at 1600 is exactly what it sounds like. It's like a trashy, pulpy mystery. It's like there's a murder in the White House, and there's all this, and Wesley Snipes is called in as the homicide detective to solve it. There's all this jurisdictional bullshit between him and the Secret Service, and there's clearly some fucking cover-up shit going on. And that's it. I don't want to say any more. It was so good. There were thrills. There were awesome action beats, and it was kind of cool because it wasn't an action movie. It's very much firmly like an action mystery drama, I guess is the way I would put it. Diane Lane is in it. She's fantastic. And speaking of Bordello of Blood, Dennis Miller is in it. he's randomly in the movie too.
Cop.
Yeah, he's Wesley Snipes' partner.
Yeah.
I need to see
great.
this.
Did you watch it on Tubi? Because
I watched it on Tubi. Yes,
a week ago. Yeah, dude.
I watched it on Tubi. I was like, all right, fuck it, because I've been going to Tubi more, especially because like last week I watched Digging Up the Marrow, and then before that I used it to watch Quigley Down Under that Mark had told me about. So I've just been riding Tubi, and I've been collecting
Tubi's
shit on my
the
list
shit.
over there. Their library is fantastic.
Yeah,
And
it
this
really
one
is.
popped up on the home screen. That's how I found it. It was like real big. It was like, hey, new featured Murder at 1600. And I was like, fuck it. Let me finally watch this. It's great. I loved it. I don't know where are you guys like Tommy, are you a fan of this one?
Oh yeah, totally. So as a kid, I was a huge Wesley Snipes fan. So I remember watching this when it came out. Was it
97,
something like that?
Yeah.
And I also really I kind of had a crush on Diane Lane from Judge Dredd and from fucking The Outsiders. So I was a fan of this, In the Line of Fire with Clint Eastwood, like some of those political
movie. Yep.
action intrigue type movies I was into. And then Wesley was guy from Passenger 57, White Men Can't Jump. I was watching all that shit, man. So I like Murder at 1600, and I probably watch it for the first time in about 10 years recently, but it still holds up. I love his model that he has of Washington DC.
It's such a cool detail for the character.
Oh yeah, it reminds me of Beetlejuice, the attic in Beetlejuice.
But it's hilarious because his character subplot is that he's supposed to move, that he's going to get evicted. But he's got these giant models in his home. I was like, where the fuck's he going to put any of this shit? Half his apartment is these models.
And everybody in his building is like, what can you do to
What are you going to do?
Stop this?
Mark,
Like,
have you seen Murder at 1600? Dude,
I just remember seeing like posters in the subway and
I think you would
trailers, but I've never
really
seen
like it. I think you would like
I
this a
think you'd
lot.
dig it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that with Paddington. I'll do a double feature.
That's a good ass double feature right there, dude. A little Murder 1600, a little Paddington too.
By the way,
good
it's a
cast.
movie I've wanted to see for a really long time, but it's one of those movies that you write it down and then you just kind
You
of
forget.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. And funny enough, directed by a little horror trivia for my fellow horror nerds, directed by Dwight Little, the guy who made Halloween 4, Return of Michael Myers. Which is
Very
fucking
underrated.
great. Yeah, super underrated. So very cool to find these like workman directors, these kind of craftsmen, these journeyman directors from horror kind of jumping over and doing action similar to Ernest Dickerson. I would say Dwight Little's probably another guy like that I'm kind of like learning a little bit more now as I go on and catch more of their films. Pretty awesome.
Nice.
Mark, what's next for you, buddy?
Okay, this is my last one. It's another Chinese movie. This time I went, instead of the 80s, 90s, I could see Matt's eyes drifting. Oh, here's gonna get people don't like these Chinese movies, I guess.
My eyes glaze over.
I could just see their screen pop up in your glasses.
Just go on autopilot.
Anyway, it's called Invisible Swordman. I sent you and Matt some scenes, Tommy. That's that crazy one where that guy has like, he's shooting energy out of his hands and like,
oh yeah,
decimating people. It reminds me of, it's kind of like the Gods of Egypt for China, but
nice.
like way better effects. It's really, the action sequences are crazy and the cinematography is dope. The camera movement is insane. Nobody's gonna watch this. Matt's already tuned out. But it's a fucking awesome movie and I highly recommend it. I don't know where you can see it, but go for it. Matt's never gonna watch it, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I listen. We've established, Mark. I have begun trying to watch. I can't watch all of your recs. Mark watches so many movies. I have to pick and choose the ones that are interesting to me.
Dude, you watch over 300 movies.
Yes, but there's movies that I want to watch for me. I don't have time. So I have to pick the ones that sound interesting to me.
You.
Yeah, dude, I gotta feel these out. So I'm like, I'm not so into this. I don't really care. But I like that you enjoy them, and I like to hear about them secondhand.
Yeah, I could tell from the screen in your glasses.
Yeah.
He's like looking at like what to do next on board.com. Like,
It's like,
you sound really interested.
Does the podcast die.com?
How many triggering events were there?
How many Asian action movies this week?
All right, no more Chinese.
No, I'm kidding. No, I like hearing about them, but I'm just like,
I ain't gonna do it.
Do you own physical copies of them, Mark? Or
no, well, these are like, you can't, they're hard to find right now because they're like current movies, and some of them are just so old that they just get nothing out of them. So I either try to find it streaming somewhere, or you'll either just have to buy a DVD or something. But
have you seen?
They are tough to find.
Have you heard of this Neza 2? It's like the biggest Chinese animated movie. It's so big, it's becoming like a hit over here. They're playing it in all the theaters. It's like they're saying it's going to make $1 billion.
What is it called?
Neza. I'm sorry. I'm butchering the pronunciation of your people. NE space ZHA. Neza 2. The number 2. Neza 2. It's like a big animated movie.
This looks crazy.
Yeah, it's playing right now, dude. It was at the theater when I was at Paddington in Peru. There was one of the screening rooms next door was playing Neza 2.
You know what? I have to tell people something though. When you start getting into like Korean, Chinese, Indian films, they're like 3 fucking hours. So some of them are a huge time investment. But when I'm serious, like the effects quality of Indian and Chinese films have surpassed, like Marvel movies look like they need to start hiring these Chinese guys because the way they handle effects so much better, their editing is way better. Tons of stuff happens in these like long movies, but they go by so quickly and they're really well made. I'm going to check out that animated. I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, I want to actually get this right just to make sure because it is getting a lot of attention. It's called Neza 2, and it is a Chinese fantasy adventure film.
Damn.
It's the sequel to a movie called Neza. No surprise there. It is about... I don't want to fucking get it spoiled in case people are planning on seeing it. Give me the
first movie.
Oh, here we go. Neza 2.
Too?
Oh, wow.
They both have high ratings. Like the first one is like a 7.4.
This is like a fantasy epic. I won't even say the log line because it seems like it spoils shit right away. It's like after the fucking events of the first movie where this guy died, Neza returned. I'm like, okay.
It's like you ruined the first movie just reading the poster for the second one. Like, oh, fuck.
After Charlton Heston discovered he was still on planet Earth, Neza returned. All right, Tommy, bring us home. Your final rec of the week.
So I'm going to go with something that's got my favorite actor, probably has been my favorite actor for a good while now, for the last 10, 20 years, and is an underrated gem that anybody who's seen it likes it. 1998's Fallen with Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah.
Is a super legit. So basically I threw that one in because, you know, it wouldn't be a normal visit from Tommy Nuggetz without some type of horror talk.
I was waiting.
Yeah, and you know, in the same way that Dead Calm is more thriller than horror per se, I would say that, you know, with Fallen, it's also not like a hard horror. It's like a creepy thriller with some religious aspects to it that do make it a little bit horrifying, but it's mostly a serial killer murder cop movie. And Denzel kills it in this movie. Honestly, I think at this point in his career, he had done, you know, Virtuosity, he had done Gettysburg, but none of the main like star-making roles we would come to know from him later, like, you know, I don't know, Training Day, Equalizer, Man on Fire, stuff like that. But you could just see it in this movie. He controls, man, every scene, and you just know this guy's like a fucking smooth operator. He's a detective that always kind of seems to be one step ahead of this demon that basically possesses people. Spoiler alert, that's what Fallen is about. It's got a really, really good underrated cast too. A lot of people before they were super famous. John Goodman plays his partner, his cop partner. James Gandolfini is one of their one of the cops in their precinct.
Shit, it's a who's who of who's heavy breathing.
Yeah, oh totally. And there's
who's who of who's fat.
And there's like two scenes where Gandolfini's eating and talking and doing that nose breathe thing that he does. And honestly, who is more enjoyable to watch act while they eat than fucking James Gandolfini? To me, he's
doesn't it make you want to eat food?
Hell yeah.
Is he eating a giant bowl of spaghetti?
He's eating a big piece of like a fucking turkey leg from like the Renaissance.
Gabagool.
He got a turkey leg from Disneyland.
He's got a mutton
He's
chop.
He's eating a foot-long hot dog. That would be amazing.
He's like just biting it in the middle. Like,
remember those giant sandwiches from Subway?
Spakowski?
That's what he's got. It's a 6-foot sandwich. He pulls it out.
Wait, in Fallen, can he hear the heartbeats, right?
No, so Fallen.
Or am I thinking of a different one?
Because
I was going to say if it was, he hears James Gandolfini have a heart attack in the background.
He's like, you're gonna want to get on that. No, Fallen is the one where he's a cop who catches this famous serial killer, and then when the serial killer is killed, when he's put to death by the state, the entity inside of him, which ends up being like a demon, is transferred to someone else, and then it passes from person to person via touch. And the whole movie, it's just trying to torment Denzel's character because he's the one that caught, you know, the host body in the beginning, who, by the way, is played by Elias Koteas, and he's only in the movie for the first 10 minutes. Brilliant as a serial killer in this movie.
Mr. Casey Jones.
Awesome. Yeah, I was just thinking that. Casey Jones
Jose Canseco bet? You paid money for this?
It's also got Donald Sutherland, and it's just...
Whoa, dude. I forgot about Donald Sutherland. Jesus.
Hold on, I'm writing down this movie.
People have seen Fallen. It's one of those ones that when you're watching it, you're like, oh, fuck yeah, I remember this movie, but nobody thinks about it when they're sitting here thinking of some of their favorites from Denzel or favorite horror thrillers from the 90s. Wow. So I love cop flicks, and this one also hits the supernatural aspect. So Fallen is a good, fun watch on a creepy late night.
Damn, Skippy. So
I'm
there
gonna
you
check
go.
That one out, actually.
Fallen. I think that's it for us, guys. I want to thank Tommy Nuggetz for coming on the show once again and joining us for Billy Zane-uary. Always a pleasure to see you, man. Always a pleasure to talk shop with you. And you did not disappoint with the Rex. I was excited. I knew. I was like, one horror movie is going to come in. I'm waiting.
Dude, my first one was Demon Knight, but then I saw you guys drop that last week, and I was like, we'll hold off.
Dude, we debated so hard about, we were like, are we bringing him in for Demon Knight, or are we bringing him in for Dead Calm? And I said, Demon Knight's gonna be too easy. He's gonna already, we already know what that episode is. I was like,
Fish in a barrel.
Let's throw him a curveball. Let's do some Dead Calm.
No,
well, it's kind of a horror film, so you know,
yeah, totally.
It works out.
Well, and it's pleasant. It's a pleasant surprise when someone can say, hey, "Give me a reason to watch something I haven't watched yet, but I've known about," because there's not a lot that falls into that category for me.
Yeah.
So it was a good motivator to get me to watch this, and I'm glad I did. So thank you guys for having me, and anytime I'm happy to come back. We're already talking movies all week on the text anyway.
Fuck
so
yeah. Well,
might as well film it sometime.
I don't know when Sam Neill month will happen, but you are definitely coming back for that because we're going to talk Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Hell yeah. Let me know. I'm down. Yeah, and
Now-
I'm going to get on that too. I'm going to watch that one soon.
Get ready.
I'll
It's
hold
a
off
good
on
time.
it
It's a
for-
good time. Well, usually at the end of these Billy Zane episodes, we reveal what we're going to watch next week. Here's the thing. In light of this new news that is Billy's birthday next week, Mark and I have to have a powwow offline. We don't know what the movie is next week. So, sorry, if you're a real one and you hung out till the end, usually this is when I reveal just to you. But I've got nothing to tell you. So, I'm very sorry.
Thanks for keeping it real anyway.
Yeah,
though.
thank you for keeping it real. And we'll catch you next time. We're out of here. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.